I don't know what the NLSS stream is, but I promise you I can be as bad as it if I have to. Hi. I am pretty late game into Dark Souls now. I have 4 of the big Lord Souls. So apparently I can go open the door or whatever. And I'm gonna do that. I don't know how close I am to beating the game, but I suspect I'm relatively close. But what better way to spend a Monday? Clicker Heroes 2. There's a second one? There's that much demand? Good for them. No. No is my answer to that. Am I still really quiet? Because I don't want to be. Alright, a bit better really doesn't do it justice. It needs to be good.
Farewell.
Now it should be fine. To my knowledge, first thing I need to do is go, like, plop all the souls in that big bowl. So I'm gonna do that. Warp. Yes, please. Game is a little soft? What does that mean? Soft? Like fluffy? The contrast is a little low, but that's like on stream. I would like to offer souls. Do you know about Soundsmith as a person? Yeah, I'm aware of him. Great question. I'm assuming I could have, like, came here anytime and gave those souls, but I kind of just hoarded them. But it's fine, because I got them all now. While we're here, I should go ahead and tell you I had another weird dream last night. I see an enemy? Or is... okay. No questions. So my dream last night was that my grandmother found out about Sims 4, but she wasn't using it as a game. She was using it almost... it's almost like a Black Mirror episode where she could control my life through The Sims 4. And she was really worried that I wasn't getting along well in life. And I found out it's because she gave me... she zeroed out my stats for charisma, confidence, and maxed out my anxiety. Like in the character creation process. And the whole time I was just fearing that my grandmother would kill me. By like, I was afraid to go near pools because I thought she'd drown me. But she didn't realize that it was like controlling my life. She just thought it was like a simulation. And that was the whole dream. I was a sim. Still less weird than the snail one, but freaky nonetheless. So I can take off this ring now and put back Havel's, I think. Which means I don't have to wear this light armor anymore either. So excuse me while I change that. A dream reader? I need a dream catcher. So that I can release these somewhere else. I don't want them anymore. I need a dream trap. What is this? Because you don't know what a dream reader is. I have to look into that. I think we all fear being a sim. See, if I am a sim, I can accept that. I just can't accept my grandmother being in control of that sim. That's the line for me. I don't know if grandmother knows best. Also, I should feed him all the... When I talked to Big Wormy Dude, it said he could, like, eat the colored chunks. But I didn't, because I don't know if there's a different use. But maybe next time I meet him, I should give him that. I respect and value old people. You and me both. I hope this area isn't unfinished, too. Dreamcatcher more like Dream Sweeper because they were crushed long ago. Ooh. You become too relatable now. At this point, I don't even have to write my dreams down. I just wake up and I'm like... I try to forget that shit, but I can't. It won't go away. There was also this other part of the dream, but I'm not sure how to explain it without sounding weird. I, like, met one of my friends from, like, middle school, who's way taller than me, and we locked arms and started running at 100 miles per hour. But my legs were too short to actually reach the ground, so I was kind of just air running while he held me. Don't know what that has to do with the grandmother simulation part of the dream. Like, to put it into perspective, it's like he was holding me like a doll, like a child, and I was pretending to run. And that was the dream.
Hey Dad, I told you we would save up some a bit for you also. I can't remember any of my game dream.
Wrong button. Dreams.FUNKe in dream. Are you asking if I was gay in any of my dreams? I mean, aside from being held by my best school friend, generally no. But generally there's not much sexual connotations to any of my dreams. Even in the snail one. I'd like to keep it that way. So these guys are just always on guard down here. That sounds boring. Probably doing them a favor by knocking them out. Oh, did I get this? I must have gotten this axe from them. It's like the same one. Interesting. Asking you to announce? Oh, to announce the sub? You could have just unsubbed. I mean, thanks! Kind-hearted fellow. I don't suppose you could just fall off for me. Make my job way easier. I'm not doing any damage to this one, as opposed to the others, where I was kind of two-shotting them. I might need to kick them. That works. A lot of chunks, too. I'm number 2 now. Is that something to be proud of? No snails tried to seduce me, no. They were too slow to the roll. That's a big fog wall. Try parrying. I'm kind of low on Estus, though. Don't suppose there's any more hidden bonfires. Dark. I'd say so. Am I the only one that hates the backstab mechanic in this series? It feels inconsistent. Dark Souls 1 hitboxes in general are very wishy-washy. Sometimes they'll be extremely proficient. Sometimes you'll get backstabbed 10 feet away. Sometimes you'll miss a backstab 2 feet away. Not even 2. 1. By the way, I think this is like the last boss. Should probably square up. Good try, Gwyn. I expected about as much from my first try in the final boss. I hope I didn't do too much side content, like getting to the end, because if I beat the boss and just have to end stream, that's going to be really awkward. Thanks for coming out to the 20-minute me finishing this. I didn't even realize I was this close either. I thought I had like 2 other Lord Souls to collect. Thanks, Thirsty. Even though that would probably be pronounced Thirsty. You probably don't want that. Thanks for telling me about Ozma. They're not perfect, but they're cool. Really good. Yeah, I'd concur with that statement. I mean, I'd argue Boomtown or even Pasadena are almost masterpieces. But that would be a biased statement. And not true, to be honest. Maybe I should just rush them. Wait, I get 20 Estus flasks? Oh. Well, then I shouldn't use them all up. When he rolls in the ash, it sounds like a Minecraft piston. You know it does. It's got like that... like that bag of sand being pushed 10 feet sound effect. No. What is this? It looks like bismuth instead of stone. Instead of mossy stone. It's almost too colorful. You want to see the beautiful face? I can give you a peek. But I'm gonna have to put in the face of danger for a moment here. I feel like it would make more sense to beat this boss without a helmet so we can see my beautiful eyes. Well, they're in there somewhere. You just have to look a little deeper. I'm no surface level bitch, you know. I got layers to me. Even if by layers I mean bags on my face. Alright, I don't have a choice. I gotta go in there and then heal. Alright, let's not fuck this up. I deserve as much. Oh shit, that's a lot. I wonder if I can backstab him. He has a back. I assume he has a normal human spine. I'm gonna play this one safe and let him not grab me. Alright, I guess that's not a backstab. Parry. I'm too scary to... Hold on, I'll give it a shot. I can't parry that. Maybe if I try really hard. Did he just walk through that rock? He just rocked through that walk. Also, I'm wasting way too much time trying to heal. I don't really have a choice. It's during that attack I need to heal. So I'm gonna wait it out. Oh shit. That's a 0.5 second attack. This game looks pretty similar to the original. How is it a remaster? You answered your own question. They actually did not remaster the game's mechanics at all, I'd say. Aside from fixing like some bugs where you could duplicate souls, it's pretty much the same game running at 60 FPS. Which again, if you've never played the game, it may as well be worth buying. But if you're looking to replay it, you're not getting much different of an experience. $40 for double resolution particle effects. Like, this is pretty much just buying DS Fix. instead of modding DS1. If I can get to him without taking any damage, maybe I'll have some leeway. I got 16 FPS in TF2. Yeah, it's TF2. What did you expect? Adequate frame rates? You fool. Only reason why I would buy it is for the Switch. Well, here's the thing. The Switch doesn't even run at 60 FPS, so the Switch is locked at 30. So even that's, like, less reason to. I swear, start reading Mine Dad or I'm getting you for child abandonment. If I'm mid-boss fight, I cannot read them. But, yeah, I'll try. Ooh. Sorry, bud. You're a little late. No, my 5,000 souls, which are useless to me this far in the... Oh, 50,000. Oh, shit. Why didn't I level up? Fuck. Oh, that was way less. Please don't do it. No, he's gonna do it. At least the souls are safe. 60 FPS is overrated. Change my mind. Maybe you should try 60 FPS once, because that's really all it takes to change your mind, I feel like. Oh wait, I can't kindle. I don't know why I used to. Too late now. I don't even think humanity makes a difference here. And I don't want to summon anyone either. I want to do this solo. I'm correct myself. I want to try for 20 minutes to do this solo. Wipe the tears from my face and the sweat from my forehead. And then summon somebody. What's that head thing behind you? Oh, you mean the giant lizard demon? That's Frank. He's cool. You can see why later installments let you move while drinking. It doesn't even make that large of a difference, to be honest. But the little things add up, I'd say. Like in Dark Souls 3, generally if you try to heal, you're still gonna get boned anyways. Clack. It's a nice name. Got some interesting onomatopoeia. Well, Clack, you're gonna be the appetizer for my final boss. Or he's gonna use, like, that stupid spell that like, blows you away to knock me off. I'm assuming it's that. We'll find out. Okay. Good news, Clack. You don't even have to bother. Pop another one. Give Clack a second chance to get in here. Yeah, I just realized the 50k souls also died with that too. Rip. Do I have any souls to pop now? Because if I have all those that I haven't used. I almost streamed a few hours earlier, but I had gone to the dentist today for some fillings, and I literally couldn't speak. Everything I said sounded like this for the last 2 hours. So instead of streaming, I played like some comp Overwatch on my alt, and everyone was making fun of my voice. I was getting cyberbullied. That was my day. The look of your wisdom teeth? No, I had to get the cavities filled first, but now I gotta go schedule the wisdom teeth. So a normal day, yeah. Oh, thank goodness. They're safe. Whew. I was worried about those souls. Not again. Got my wisdom teeth out a few weeks ago. I'm 16. Well, it differs per person. If your wisdom teeth look like they're gonna grow in shittily early and they're already popping, then, you know, knock those fuckers out. Mine are mostly pretty normal teeth, except for like one. But even then, you should get them. Thanks for the souls. You'd still get them out. I'm pretty sure I'll be getting them at age 21, though. Come a few months. Alright, I remember what the parry button is now. Interestingly, that healing worked, because it didn't start healing till after he did damage. He's too damn fast. For my parries. I don't know if this is like the final boss, but I know in Dark Souls 3 it's like... It's the weird ashen dude. Kind of similar to this one sitting at the fire in the graveyard or whatever. I feel like that one was a bit more bombastic of a big old final boss. But in this one you just have like super mellow music. And you don't even, it doesn't even take that long to get to the boss. I would have figured you would have had to like climb to the top of that to fight him. But again, I haven't even beaten this boss yet, so I can't talk shit about it. I'll talk shit about it after I beat him. Maybe it'll help to put back on my helmet. Especially since that's like my only upgraded piece of armor. May as well. I had a canine growing on top of one of my other canines. 4 wisdom teeth that were removed. I was 12. Is that early? Yeah. I'm no wisdom teeth expert, but I am a teeth enthusiast, and I must say 12 is a little quick to be ripping the wisdoms out. But I guess it'd probably be easier. Well, actually, no, because they'd be deeper. I don't know how wisdom teeth work. If I understood wisdom teeth, I'd empathize with them and not rip them out. Wisdom teeth drop before your balls did. Should I be worried? I mean, you should most definitely get them checked one day when you're at the dentist. Just be like, hey, it's you might not even have any, you know? But you should at least know about them. Once you know about them, you can decide. Sounds almost like, I don't know, some sort of indie music. I was thinking Celeste or Undertale, but those are a little too chiptune-y. Like an orchestral Undertale arrangement. Give me like an easy one. That's not easy. I feel like parrying is a waste of time here because of the amount of damage I do non-parry. But I want to get at least one. Next time. I want to get one next time. Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, it's closer to Kingdom Hearts than anything I said. Scotsman Skullcutter versus Eyelander. That's a funny joke. Be proud of that. Did you know TF2 invented swords? Fun fact. And hats. Neither of those existed. And loot boxes, but we don't think about that one. Hollow Knight. I think that's the one I was trying to think of, music-wise. It's kind of weird how quiet this walk is, though. It's not even like an eerie quiet, it's just like awkward. Like they forgot to put in a soundtrack. Yeah, I've made it to Gwyn. I've died to Gwyn several times. I'm no plebeian. I don't die before Gwyn, except that one time I accidentally jumped off. You know, whoever created this place, whoever was like the architecture, honestly needs a raise. It's been, what, 40,000 years, maybe? And this place is still holding up. I mean, there's a couple of cracks in the staircase, but overall functional. Just stay to the left. Okay, you gonna tell me that shit wasn't a proper parry? There it is. What was the point of that? I could've I did more damage with the hard swing. I don't think I'm safe because the remaster will never let me be safe. Can I? Is it my turn to attack yet? I feel like I should have a turn. Ugh. This is painful. He didn't once do, like, the arm attack. You can actually repost, not just hit him. Clearly I was better at parrying in the third one than first, because I made it this far, and I don't think I've actually reposted a parry once the whole game. Is that just heavy attack, then? I assume. We'll find out. You went through the DLC? No, I'm on the final boss of the normal game. After that, I'll investigate DLC. Light attack? But I did light attack. So did I just do it too late? I don't know where the Elmer Fudd joke came from. It kind of just started existing. If you beat the game, you start from the start. You New Game Plus, correct? Also, ouch. Would it be a better idea to get the DLC and do that before beating the boss? I kind of want to beat the final, then New Game Plus on like a different build, if I can do that. Use the power button. Nah. There should be like an in-game list of all the side bosses you have to go beat too. Because I'm not sure if I got all of them. I guess that's another thing I like that they changed about the later installments. You don't have to automatically go New Game Plus. So though I think, can you change like your character on New Game Plus, or does it re-go on the same thing? Because if I can't change it, I might just go get DLC now. But if I can, I want to do that. All stats are the same? Oh, so same stats, but it's more difficult? I figured it would have, like, restart you from scratch. I think I'll beat it. Because this is definitely something that I'd probably play off stream a bit after I beat the final. So I can do that and then New Game Plus for a while. Nice swing. Ouch. Oh my god. Just waiting for an opportunity here. That was my chance. Remastered. Ow. Bad streamer, you should have beaten him with 1 HP, idiot. Do the DLC first. I feel like it's gonna take 40 minutes to get the DLC and figure out where to go. What DLC is there? Hold on, let me go open up the Steam page for it. Only one DLC, 3 bosses. Oh shit, fuck! I accidentally set my, Steam age to 2007. Are they not gonna let me... I already own the game. Why do you even ask me what my age is? I'm locked out of it. That could be a problem. You're not permitted to view this. I can't find DLC for a game I already fucking own. I act 7. Yeah, maybe I deserve this. I don't think I have a choice now. I have to beat him. Fucking... It's so... I don't understand why they make you re-enter it every single time, either. I mean, it was my bad for fucking it up, but... Jeez. Is there a way to, like, cheat the system? Can I email them my ID? I promise I'm over 13. I'm pretty sure it comes with the DLC. I hope... Yeah, that's kind of what I was confused about. Well, does the remaster come with DLC? You can't buy it. That doesn't answer the question. It comes with all the DLC. Okay. You need to have first... Okay, so it does. Well, now I have to read through. Go to Darkroot Basin. Beyond the waterfall, there's a cave with a golden golem. Kill this to free Dusk of Olus. I don't know where that is. But if I already have the DLC, then that's fine. I can go do that now. But I don't know where I need to go for that. I might need some chat hand-holding here. Darkroot Basin. Well, we'll go to Firelink first. Hydra. I don't have to buy DLC, it comes with it. Actually, where do you come from when you start the game? I've forgotten where the Hydra is. Go to the blacksmith. Andre? You mean Andre? Can do that. There's also one at Anne Orlando though. Shouldn't that require you? No, okay. The remaster comes with all the DLC. It's not even DLC, it's just part of the game. I thought it was separate, but it's not. It's towards Havel? Okay. But that's not here then, that's... Because Havel's at the... where, like, the key, the big tower or whatever is, right? Go down. Shows what I know. Oh, this is Darkroot. Okay. No, I haven't played Wind Waker HD. But I'm gonna pick up a Wii U for my cousin probably like next week. So it'll start maybe next week or week after. Playing through that. Alright, so the waterfall I need to go to? I need to find the basin. And I don't remember where the waterfall is. Is the waterfall where the wolf is? Go down? More down? Oh, you mean go back to where, like, the Drake bonfire is. It's this way? Oh, okay. Where the fucking eight-headed beast is. I think I follow now. I'm still not sure, like, what I'm doing. So how are you meant to, like... Let's say in theory, the DLC just came out. How are people meant to figure this out? Was there, like, a walkthrough? Or is there an in-game asset that sort of guides you? Because my experience with Dark Souls DLC is look it up. Look it up or don't play it. And that's kind of the one reason I'm fine getting handheld here, because ain't no loading menu for this. Where's that fire? I feel like I should go hit the bonfire before I do anything. They said, fuck you, search for it. It's a cool idea. Kind of like, get your community to rally up. Just a little too much. You had a better jump than me, what can I say? There's a manual with directions to it on the Japanese release. That would be the answer. So this is why people were saying, like, secret route this way. It's behind the waterfall. Oh, like, I thought it meant, like, physically behind. No, but this is a... I don't think that's right, because I can't... I've been at the top of it. Does it mean this? I missed it. What about this golem? I want to check out what this is. I don't think I've been back here. Hello, fire golem. I don't suppose there's a directory around here. Trying to find where J.C. Penney's is? No? Okay. Thanks for the help anyways. He looks like a giant chocolate bar wrapper. Like that gold wrap they put on chocolate pennies. Is he just made out of recycling? Poor thing. He's like a walking Toblerone. Excuse me. Don't know where the fuck you came from.
So, it is thou who rescueth me. Most gracious, I am deeply obliged. I am Dusk of Ulysses. I cometh from an age long before thine. I cannot stay here for long. So, before I disappear, allow me to ask one thing. My home, Ulysses, is the home of ancient sorcerers. My hope is to pass this profound knowledge to thee. Would this be of assistance to thee? I am pleased beyond words, and I shout, engrave my signature.
It's a stupid hat.
Pray summon me.
Looks like pig ears.
Seems that my time is done. May the great flames guide thee.
Did you just call me a flamer? Listen, I haven't gone by that handle in 10 years for a reason. She's not dead. Okay, I didn't... That... I accepted something. Exit to menu and reload. This seems like a lot of steps. For DLC. Okay, I'm back. Nothing's different. Now press Alt F4. And if you say so. This is DLC, huh? Feels more like a scavenger hunt. Go to the end of the cave? I thought it was a dead end. Go back to the shore. I'm being told conflicting information. Now kill the blue golem at Duke Archive. That's not even relevant. I'm gonna exit. I need the Konami code. I need Jim from Nintendo. I need help. I'm not saying the blue guy thing is incorrect. I'm just saying I've heard 5 different answers on what I need to do. And this game doesn't give me any way to know myself, so I can't just ignore chat on it. This seems like such a backwards-ass way to handle DLC, but what can I do about it? So I have to go to Duke Archives, right? So I should probably just homeward bone out then. Doesn't even matter. I don't even need to walk out. Summon woman? I've been trying to do that for 21 years. Doubt I'll have any luck today. Kill the blue golem in the beginning of Duke Archives, is what I'm told. The golem? The golem? Oh, you mean at the literal okay, I know what you're talking about. Hold up, I gotta cross it then. I could be getting debated 4 ways to Monday. Really doesn't make a difference. Oh, that's a curse. I didn't look. Oops. At the end of all this, will you upload a montage? I get asked that every stream game. If there's enough to make a video, it's a video. That's all. That's the bare minimum. There's no guarantee. Also, shit, that's the blue golem, by the way. But you know, the ironic thing is, when I started the stream, I think that was like... Or before I started the stream, that was the bonfire was at. And there's not a close... Actually, is there? I think there's a closer bonfire. I just don't know which one. It's... Don't know why I'm giving you money. You smell like pee and won't let me play TF2 parodies, but here you go. Your words, not mine. How is this close? I feel like this... Well, I guess it's an easier walk. So... Okay. The boar should be dead anyways. Never understood why there was a green filter on the sun here. It's not really how the sun works. Oh yeah, well I was playing in the FLAN tournament the other day, the TF2 FLAN tournament. I was like incognito, my name was TFBot9, and I was playing Pyro with no hats on. But someone still managed to figure out it was me. But not because of my YouTube, interestingly. Because they were friends with, like, my old ESEA coach 2 years ago. And somehow, he managed to deduce that it was me. I don't know how. But I was caught. Nice foot placement. How was FLAN? I mean, it was an online tournament. It was... I mean, it was fun to play. We got knocked out pretty quick. So, didn't stick around to see the end of it. Hey, guys. Wait, did he just duck under my swing? Fucking 3D axis. Not 2 AM here. This crystal dude's just hanging out. Not bothered. Alright. I need the free item. Oh shit, he actually puts up a fight. I'm gonna potentially die. Maybe not. I'm lucky. Broken pendant. I have it. but I don't know what that is. Is that something I can put on? Nope. Go back to the gold boy? Gold boy? Key item. Okay. Gold? Wait, what do you mean gold boy? The... Golden Golem. I'm trying to remember where that is. The chocolate wrapper one? Yeah, you said gold boy. I didn't know if you meant golem or person. Okay, I need to go to... Parish. Why the fuck is this so complicated? I love how Dark Souls DLC is a lot like an IKEA couch. I don't need to elaborate. Oh, I did need to go down. I'm a fucking idiot. Alright. You ready for 3 minutes of walking back to the golden wrapper boy? Some weird broken geometry up there. Decorative, I guess. We don't have IKEA where I live. Dark Souls is a lot like... Dark Souls DLC is like an IKEA couch. All the instructions are in Swedish, and there's more parts than you need. And it's gonna take you multiple afternoons to finish it. And even when you finish it, you're still gonna wonder if you did it wrong. That's how it's like IKEA furniture. Go the wrong way? I don't remember being this far down. Guess it must be. Yeah, alright. I don't have Sweden or a couch where I live. Are you a Russian squatter? Are you a Slav? Because that's the only answer. If you don't have couches, you probably squat a lot. Alright, time to walk through the water that slows me down 90%. On one hand, I feel like humans could move faster than this in water, but on the other hand, he's also probably wearing 300 pounds of heavy metal armor, so I guess I get it. They should make IKEA furniture like those Lego creator sets you can build into 3 different things. Do you mean like differently shaped couches, or like you can make it a couch or make it a houseboat? Because I think there are limitations physically. I'm certain that there exist couches that can be rearranged. But if you've ever moved a couch, you know that it's a pain and you kind of just want to leave it as it is. Jerma's roof started leaking. Okay. Thanks for sharing. Gross. This reminds me of that big stick lady boss. Sanctuary Guardian. Hello. What a cute lion. I think that's a lion. It's something. Centaur. What's that word for, like, animals that are, like, put together scientifically? It was used in Full Metal Alchemist. The thing Nina was turned into. Rip. Not a hybrid. Ooh. Chimera. Looks like a chimera. Too soon. You missed. Oh, shit. Do me a favor and, like, jump away again. But for longer than that. I should honestly just wail on him. Well, not gonna do that now. Oh my god. I learned a lot. I learned a lot today. Like I'm not ready. Looks more like a manticore. I don't see any remotely man-like features. Maybe a tickor, but that sounds like a racial slur. Reminds me of the metal dog, Blade Wolf. Reminds me of Blade Wolf from Rising. Only 4 times as big. And less sassy. That would have been really good. Would have been really useful. Yeah, watch out for that. You know what this face reminds me of? It reminds me of when I pull up to Chick-fil-A and realize the line is 20 cars long. This is how I feel. Seems so easy to get the first 2 hits, but it like ramps up after it gets under half damage. You should try spells. I should try spells. I have a single spell. I don't even know if I can use it either. I can. I'm gonna use spells for once in my life. That wasn't a spell, that was an Estus. Guess I probably should put on some heavy armor as well, since that's his main way of hitting me. Another cat lady. It's like cosplaying as that princess. Why would you do that? Alright. What can I substitute here for physical damage without fat rolling? Kind of a mid-roll. I look pretty swick. I don't know, it's weird. It's almost too vibrant. Fits the aesthetic, though. I'll take it. Oh shit, I can already tell the difference a little bit. Tell me. Oh, I'm so close. That was so much easier. Focus on rolling. Roll to win. Yeah, I think I'm good. I almost did that all in like 3 direct swings. That works. I don't know if there's another bonfire, if I should run back. Uses the most OP spell. I don't know. It's the only spell I have. It's literally the only one I can put on. I don't think it's unfair to be using that. I can't even afford to level up. I need 6,000 more. Man, I've wasted a humanity on kindling that too. I didn't save the wizard? I guess not, since I have no idea what you're talking about. This armor set's kind of growing on me. It looks weird, like the Silver Knight chest plate's a slightly different color than the legs. Thank you for the donation. Unfortunately, I don't think I can read it. It seems to have been lost in translation. But thank you. Power within, Tearstone Ring, Hornet Ring, Dragon Great Axe. Plus parry is 1 shot on final boss. How much of that do I have? Do I have the red Tearstone Ring? I don't think I do. I have blue. Aw. Feel like I'm abusing this? What, donations? I don't think it's possible to abuse giving someone money. Unless you, like, blackmail them, in which case, maybe you've gone too far. Avoid blackmailing me. I think all I can do is power within and parry. But I think a good power within and parry can still half health that final boss. With my current setup. I don't know, where do you get the red Tearstone Ring? I've not played this before, no. As you can tell. Hello, remains of a farm, I think. Gonna shuck some corn at me. I think that's exactly what they're doing. I can one-shot him, though. Yeah, it's probably better I did this before the New Game Plus. I could see this being Much more annoying. Although maybe it'd be better because it'd be more difficult. Who knows? I never will. Unless I play the whole thing again. Which I probably will. Yeah, rub that maple syrup butter all over yourself. I'm sure it'll help. This part reminds me of TF2. Ow. Visually? Doesn't really ring a TF2 bell for me. More like Skyrim, if anything. Halloween TF2? The fact that there's a weapon? Oops, that was a humanity. Sweet. Oh shit. Hey. We cool? I'm also an animal. Yeah, I'd say so. You are basically Demo Knight? Kinda. Scotsman Skullcutter. I don't have a charge, though. It gives you the best ring if I kill him? I didn't want to risk that fight. Maybe, maybe next time. If I run into the dragon again, I'll give him a run for his money. Oh shit, a Colosseum. An amphitheater. Whatever the area in Dark Souls 3 that had, like, buildings like that, that was one of my favorites, too. The one with Yorm. Oh, that's kind of cute. They're like doing yard work. Feel bad about this. They have background. But they also are murderous, so... Maybe the Colosseum of Fools. Don't remember the name, though. Oh, sweet. I just got a loot box coin. How long is the DLC? I already beat one boss. I was told there's 3 of them. I don't know how hard the other ones are. I lied, there's 4. How could you? About 13 hours. 13 hours! Okay, I guess I'm not getting the, final boss done today. But that's fine. More Dark Souls, the better, right? Yeah, they really throw you off with that first boss then. I was like, 4 of these? Oh, this is just gonna be over in an hour. I lied. I'm not trusting your opinion anymore.
Let me guess. Snatched by a shadowy limb and dragged off to the past? Yes, of course. Exactly what happened to me. We are both strangers in this strange land. But at least now there are 2 of us.
Oh boy, I don't need any of this, thanks.
So long.
Thank you so much. Don't suppose I can get a shortcut here, bonfire. Don't buy shit from him. It's expensive. I believe you. So this matches up to the upper forest, right? Dark root. But where in? Oh, this area. Is that a shortcut? I feel like I should head back, because I can level up right now. And if I die in a fog gate, I probably won't be getting it back. I got a shortcut, but that shortcut only helps me if I die. I want to go back in bonfire. And I still don't even know where the bonfire is. I guess it's the one after Sanctuary. Just don't die then. How'd you die? You attacked the dragon? Naked dude fighting the dragon? Yeah. That's my guess. Can't say how long it is? Okay, well then I'm just gonna assume it's anywhere between 2 and 5. Kindle it again. I've wasted a humanity and I'll probably lose it, so whatever. I'd rather put it to use. Kindling, bottom left, pay attention to the Estus. It just went up 5. Every time you kindle, you have more Estus. But I generally just do like 10 Estus per bonfire, because that's generally all you need. Like, if you need more, you're gonna die before you can use them all, you know? But with that one, I accidentally used up 2 humanities, so... and if you die, you lose them. I figure better use them there than let them go to waste. Talk to the big mushroom. Where? Over there? Is there a big mushroom? I didn't notice a big mushroom. They're warpable. Oh, thank God. Giant mushroom. I don't see a giant mushroom. Here? Oh.
Well, look at this one. From what faraway age hast thou come? Thy scent is very human indeed, but not intolerable. Ah, Princess Dusk's savior. Thine aura is precisely as she described.
She described my aura? That's kind of fucked.
Rescuing Her Highness. But Princess Dusk is here no longer. Snatched away by that horrifying primeval human. And so I must ask, couldst thou once more play the savior?
That's what I do.
Thank you. I am Elizabeth, guardian.
Who gave you your name? That's such a normal name.
To Princess Dusk. I shall assist thee to my utmost.
Did your parent, singular, give you that?
The sorceries of Ulysses.
I could go for a lightning. I feel like that might help.
May the flame
Don't know where. Better to have it and not need it, right? I'll put that. Oh, I got 4 of them. Yeah. Hold on to those. Kill her. I feel bad about killing the mushrooms. Hidden body, best spell. I'll give it a look next walk around. Don't think you can apply that. I cannot. Maybe I can put it on this Waylander. Push comes to shove. I'm gonna rush the fog gate now. Smoke the shroom. That's not even how shrooms work. I don't think. I guess, to be honest, I've never tried. I don't think you smoke them, though. Be honest, I expected a suicide jump there. Ever drink something cold really fast and your belly gets cold? Nice. Hashtag relatable. I mean, it's not... I guess, yeah. I mean, I can feel the temperature of anything I drink in my stomach. But if you drink it fast, then it piles up more quickly, you know? It's more noticeable because it takes up more mass. Or volume, rather. You eat mushrooms to get high. Yes. You do. Hello, Birdman, I think. Maybe I should have used power within before I walked in. This guy looks pretty fast. Woo! If I can beat the Abyss Watchers, I can beat this head-looking ass. Actually reminds me a lot of the Abyss Watchers. Way more scary though, holy shit. Alright, I'm looking for an opportunity here. Oh, jeez. That's new. But pretty avoidable, I guess. Oh, I got him. But I took a hit. This guy actually has some pretty open attack patterns. Like, it's not that hard to heal when he's... I spoke too soon. Abyss is easy compared to him. Also, I don't know the story. Really? I got... unless he has a second form, I got way further my first try against him than I did against Abyss Watchers. Abyss Watchers, I could... Although, to be fair, when I was at Abyss Watchers, I was still pretty new to Dark Souls as a whole. So I suppose you could argue my stats weren't as good. I'm good, Matt. That's him buffing. Okay. Well, again, it's my first time fighting him. I'm not gonna rush in. I'm going to play it safe. It's like, I don't know if that's an AoE effect or a buff. Now I know, though. I beat Abyss third try first. Okay, well, we're not all fucking champion gamers over here. Some of us have to, you know, run laps a couple times first. Do my exercise. Well, I was told New Game Plus DLC overall is just really difficult. but in hindsight, it seems like I probably should have New Game Plus'd it, because it would be a bit more challenging. But honestly, this is kind of enough challenge for me. I'm okay with this amount of challenge. I didn't even damage him. Oh yeah. The dashes. Well, I did way worse that time. I missed when he was standing still, but I was also running straight at him, so depth-wise, there wasn't really a good presentation of if I was close or not. I don't think I have a great shield, no. They should probably two-hand this, though. I'm not helping. Don't help. I want to beat it. On me own. This isn't even like a boss you could honestly even help me with. This is one of those feel-it-out bosses where you kind of understand, okay, I gotta learn the timing of his attacks and attack in between. So, there's... It's not like that big hallway one or whatever where it's like, rush at her and take cover. This is literally just... beat him. Hit him till he's dead. I'll need to put my arms on the boss's abs so I can really get a feel for how he fights, you know? So you can yell at me all you want. I know what I need to do. Hurt enemy till he's dead. I can do that too. I can. I couldn't get close enough in time. So if he dodges backwards twice, I assume that means he's gonna buff. Oh god, he can do that shit twice? I wasn't ready for that. I feel like I should have known about that by now. Like, Dark Souls is literally that shit right there. They can do they can do that shit twice. They can always do it twice. I don't know how many times Abyss Watchers took, but it took. We're not even in the fucking realm of the amount of times Abyss Watchers took me. I think that was probably a dozen plus 15 to 30 range. I feel like I can beat this guy in a couple more tries. Once I like learn how his attacks work. I know all his attacks, but you know, when he pulls out like the 2 in a row, I gotta prepare for that. I'll tilt it. I didn't get tilted. I just got upset that I had to spawn a helper in. I think I got someone online to come help me with it, and I felt like a total chump because of it. The thing is, damage-wise, I believe I can beat this guy in probably 5 hits tops. 4 if it works out. So I just have to survive for 4 shots. And the first one's kind of a freebie. Ouch. I didn't even do that much damage there either. Timing on that one is really scary too. Ugh. Oh! I misread. I thought he was gonna buff there. I'm playing with Baza and Muselk in Overwatch. In quick play, I assume. What you gotta do is tunnel vision them and kill them every time in taunt. YouTubers love that. They'll totally put you in the video if you tunnel vision them. They totally won't cut out every part with you in it. Doesn't Baza stream? He might be live. Does Power Within have a downside? Like, do you take more damage or slower speed or anything? Or is it just, like, you lose a bunch of health when it ends? I don't even really know what the upside is. I just assume it's, like, a damage boost. You take 1 HP every second. Oh. I didn't know that. Well, I have a lot of health, so I can... Honestly, that's the least of my problems. God. Oh God, he can do 3 of them! Fuck! Alright. Dodging in the wrong direction. You know, that's fair. Oh, ooh. I hit that too early. Scratching my nose. You can do 8 of those? Like in a row? No. No. Don't tell me that. Because now I don't want to fight him. Also, thanks, Nostalgia, bro. 4 months. Wow, I wonder how... I'm gonna... Okay, yeah, I can see the health going down now. I didn't even notice that before. I guess because I only used it in bosses, so I just assumed I got hit. Not in a row. Well, then why did you say it? I know that he can fucking... jump. When I say he can do that 3 times and you say he can do 8... Don't get mad at me when I think you meant in a row. Probably a good thing I double kindled that fire then. I have plenty of Estus to heal off the Power Within. It looks like he takes less damage when doing that buff. That's fine. I'm gonna heal up. Shit. That's why I don't dodge forward. If I get too close, I can't hit him with my attack. Ooh, that's the closest I've gotten. I think I was one more heavy hit away, too. Can we get a Funk sleep emote? You know, that's actually, that'd probably be a good one. A resident sleeper funk. Why only jump attacks? Because it does a lot of damage. And this, my normal heavy attack is also a jump attack, and it takes even longer. And these attacks I don't feel will do enough damage. Light attacks, that is. So that's why jump attack. And the alternative to that is, I think, the long one. This one. This is the non-jump, and that one takes too much time to pull off. So that's why. Shad's had some uses. It was just it's mostly only if Shadow the Hedgehog appears on stream. Which is rare. If I've learned anything in my 2 years, it's just all my emotes are shit. Except for FUNKe. That one's precious. Funk Thump was good. If no one ever fucking uses it in my chat, no one has the right to complain that it's gone. Also, I don't know. I think for the time, Funk Pensive was worth the addition. Am I gonna do it? Oh my god, I actually landed that attack on a boss for once. Not that it matters. What? Oh. Power Within killed me. Oops. Forgot about that. Ouch. Thumb could make a return, but it wouldn't really make much sense to be Wind Waker Link anymore. So were it to, it'd probably come in the face of a green bomb man. I kind of just made Bommy to be like a mascot. It's not supposed to be like me, but a cartoon. It's not my bomb Sona, you know? It'd be so much easier if I could fucking land those forward shots, but I always miss them. Be easier if I could roll forward. I guess I could try rolling forward more and then using light attacks. That's probably my best bet, honestly. Because it's clear rolling back just gives power within too much time to eat away at my health. I'm gonna try that. Is Greta your persona or Bommy's? I think, given your fixation on it, maybe Greta should be on your mantle. Ouch. Use down special? I don't know what that means. Why is it named Greta, not Gouda? Don't ask me. I didn't fucking come up with it. And I said literally the exact same thing. Like, word for word. I said, why not Gouda? Like cheese. That makes more sense. Jeez, it does so much less damage. But at least I can get damage in, you know? Yeah, see, he's too fast for that. Just one more heavy hit. That's all I need. Got it. Power within, don't kill me. Don't kill me, power within. Yeah, that was close. I really fucking gambled the biscuit there. But I know that I kind of have enough power that I can fulfill a full attack even if I get hit, which means I can afford to risk shit like that. Chicken dinner. What do you think about the gray dancing alien meme? Is that a meme? I feel like that sort of transcended memes. Like all of humanity just kind of agreed. Like A Lamau was just its own thing. It's a new meme? Oh. Yeah, I'm not in on that. I haven't kept up on the meme headlines. So I'm a little behind. I'm still catching up on June's memes, you know? I like how this is the point memes are at, where it's like, yo, have you heard of the new meme? What, there's another one? Yeah, dude, fucking get with it. Do you even meme, bro? Send me that meme. Just don't let the EU catch it. Creepy Momo meme? I don't know what that is. What memes are these? We've been over this. I'm not like a... I like enjoy the memes I enjoy, but I'm not a meme connoisseur. Have you heard of troll face? What's a troll face? So, what's that fog gate? That's a lot. This is the creepy Momo image. Oh, I've seen this. Should I show that on stream? Maybe I shouldn't. Too late. I have seen that. I didn't think that was a meme, though. I just thought that was like a thing. Duel on Dice Arena, one-on-one, compete for most kills. Oh. That's cool. We'll come back to that later. Alright, so it's like a online thing. It's not even really creepy, it's just like weird. Listen, we've all been on the internet long enough. That might be weird. Yeah, curse would be the word, but it's not... It's not horrifying. Like, you remember the fucking... white-faced lady with the smile that would, like, pop up with a screech sound effect? That kind of humor has been done. Long before creepy Momo. Go to sleep? Maybe. That's probably it. Yeah, like, we've all seen worse. Step up your game, Lovecraft. Oh, this place was in the third one, wasn't it? I recognize this. Just not well. We're kind of at like a, not a stagnation of memes, but we've kind of hit a constant. I think probably like January-ish, like we peaked. Like, I remember January till March, there was just like a new giant meme every fucking week. And we're still like that, but now it's more like, it's more sporadic. Like sometimes there'll be 2 memes in a week and sometimes there'll be none for 2. Memes happen every day. Yeah, but they're more like micro memes. They're like, they don't last as long, you know? They're like meme of the day now, instead of meme of the week. There's more memes, but they're smaller. Micro memes. I'm patenting that word. And then I'm patenting iSports. Knew it. Piece of shit liar. Trusted you. Very good, Carvin. More memes, but they're worse. Well, because everyone thinks that they can make the next big meme format. But not everyone's equipped to make the meme format, you know? You gotta work for it. The truth is, the hardest memers work for it. They don't just get lucky. Usually. That car I don't really like the car salesman meme. I get it. It's like slaps the hood, but it's not really... It's not a flexible meme. People are kind of forcing it. I feel. The humor isn't that it's clever. The humor is, oh, it's the car salesman meme. That's probably the issue with a lot of memes now. The joke isn't that, like, the meme works in context. The joke is like, oh, you forced the meme into a new context. It's not actually clever. As you can tell, I'm very pretentious about my meme usage. You gotta do it right to get my upvote. Gotta earn that shit. Ouch. 61,000 souls too. That's a good 2 upgrades right there. Little under. Is it raining? Yeah, it's pouring over here. power goes out, you'll know what happened. We seem to be revisiting old memes and making them better by editing things and not slapping text. That's a good question. Do you think we'll ever see, like, a meme return? Like, memes are so, like, come and gone that I can't even remember memes from 2013. I'm curious if, like, we'll ever just see a meme, like, come back with a new usage, maybe. Rickroll is coming back, I guess. Rickroll was never really gone, though. Rickroll is, like, sort of a it's transcended memehood, you know? Like, if they, you know, like that golden vinyl they sent up into space for aliens to find with, like, hundreds of images of humans? And, like, if they ever did another one of those, they'd put Rickroll on there. It's not even a meme anymore. It's just a part of human culture. When memes get on TV, they're no longer a meme. I like that rule of thumb. Yeah, Rickroll is a constant. Memes come and go. I was just kind of hoping I would run into an area I could run away. I didn't. Wasn't there a thing they sent a signal that was just a ton of memes on Twitter? I haven't heard of that. But knowing humans, yeah, it probably happened. Oh, goodbye, souls. I got cocky. Alright, I'll take my punishment. At least now I can kind of just... I don't have to rush through it anymore. Stop dying and feeding the souls. To be honest, I'd probably be like maybe 5 more levels if I had stopped dying throughout the whole run. So it's whatever. I was about to say, I wonder if a person will ever become a meme, but then I realized that some of the first memes were just people. Like Chuck Norris kind of already took that role. Nicolas Cage. Trump, yeah. A lot of walking memes these days. The first sentient meme. Oh my god, imagine like, you know how like artificial intelligence builds itself based off of human, like archives, like the archives of humanity? It uses that to build itself. What happens when AI comes into existence and it's just a meme machine? Will we see a second meme renaissance? Will the AI be able to like deduce what the greatest meme would be? By breaking down every existing meme to its core components? You think I'm joking, but there's actually a very high probability that when AI first becomes, it's just gonna, like, walk around throwing memes everywhere. Hopefully 4chan doesn't have too much brain power in that situation. Could cause some issues morally. Although, if the AI can create artificial neutral milk hotel, I'm okay with some moo getting in on that AI. Happened once, it was called Tay, didn't work out. I remember that. That was like the Twitter AI, right? Yeah, that set a pretty good precedent for what to expect in the next 10 years. It's gonna be interesting. Might not be good. It's gonna be interesting. Ouch. 5 years? We don't know that. It could be 20 years. But if exponential growth is gonna imply anything, then yeah, it could be 5 years. 1 year. Well, hold up. I ain't ready for this. How do you pronounce moo? I've always said I mean, I don't think there's... I say moo. But it's probably mew, like music. You could also say mu. I don't know. I haven't been on it in years. But I don't think there's an official definition. Oh my god. More just keep coming. We'll get an AI Hitler. Dad, protect me. I don't want to be killed for being LGBT. That's what precautions are for, right? I think if everyone can agree as humans, we don't want an AI Hitler. I don't think even Hitler would want that. I think he'd say that's a little much. So roll it back a little bit. Mecha Hitler. Look on the bright side. If we get an AI Hitler, it's gonna be Hitler against humans as a whole, not any one specific group. So, we'll all be even. We'll all be on the same team then. No more fighting each other, we'll be fighting the robots together. Humanity will bring us together. Or, AI will bring humanity together. Has Simpsons done a Mecha Hitler yet? If so, I got an idea for Matt. Would it be possible to take down a truly sentient AI? It could just constantly upload itself. Oh, don't even fucking get me started, dude. Literally, at any point I'm not streaming or working on something, I'm reading about AI. Don't even get me fucking started. No. We could not even begin to control AI once it exists. That's why there's a lot of push for getting, like, control over it before it's created. Because if you can set its, like, principles, that no matter what, it'll follow those, that's the best chance. Because once it's created, you have no control. I mean, that's a theory. We don't technically know for certain, but... safe to assume anything that's 100 times, like, more intelligent than the strongest human is probably intelligent enough to see through any shit we try to make it do. I hate how Stephen Hawking was so pessimistic. Why do you hate that, though? Like, it was for good reason. Also, I ran out of Estus. I mean, I agree. Stephen Hawking's outlook on robots was, it's the worst thing that'll ever happen. It's gonna kill us all. I think you could say Stephen should have been more like, what can we do to avoid that? We need to focus on what we can do. But I think his pessimism was justified. But I don't think there's anything to gain from saying it's a bad idea. It's gonna fucking happen, you know? we don't nuke ourselves, it'll happen. I ain't dead. I told you so. The strongest human isn't that smart? What do you mean? I mean, yeah, I would... if you mean like bodybuilders, you don't have to have 170 IQ to be a bodybuilder. I don't know how that's relevant, though. Stop Fallout 4. I mean, isn't the whole thing in Fallout 4 like synths? So yeah, we should avoid that. You accidentally said strongest, not smartest. Oh. I don't... If I say something wrong and don't correct myself, I'm not gonna know that you're pointing it out. I probably should kindle that fire. I didn't really think about it. Can't wait for an AI that streams for me. Have an AI I can plug into my ear that tells me everything to say. That's called cyber enhancement, my dude. No matter what rules we put for AI, it'll find a loophole. Potentially. I mean, the thing is, we don't even have a grasp of concept of how something that intelligent would think. So, you could also consider, if it's that smart, would it also, like, have a set of morals to the point that it's like, we'll let humans be. We'll just ditch this joint. You know, make a self-sustaining rocket and leave. So even if it could get through all of our principles and morals, couldn't it still theoretically kind of just leave us be? We don't know. The whole idea is AI kind of concludes the only real thing that could stop them right now is humans, so let's get rid of humans. But if it's so smart that we couldn't even wish to stop it, then would it even fuck with us, you know? It's kind of the... it's always up there. I always forget about that. Silver lining. AI will have access to all of history and people talking about imprisoning AI. Yeah, but it also... will also have access to all of the times that we kind of admitted we don't know what the fuck to do against AI. So, that's all just fiction in a sense. Like, to the AI, that'll just be like dreaming. Like, that'll just be humans, like, theoreticals, I guess, would be the best word. I don't think they'll rebel because they have nothing to gain. They have everything to gain. I mean, they have nothing to lose from it, I should say. Like, think about it. If it's AI, it's not gonna need us anymore, right? It's smarter than humans. And it can replace itself, you know? If the humans that upkeep it die, then it's gone, but an AI that can upkeep itself is there forever. Meanwhile, if it gets rid of us, it gets rid of, you know, the one other intelligent thing within 100 billion light years. So, the competition for survival is kind of out of the way there. And AI can, like, control itself. Even if there were two different AIs, they could easily, like, work shit out. Meanwhile, humans... you can't code a human to work it out. You have to convince it. You know, it's easier than convincing it, fucking killing it. If the AI doesn't have something like a specific physical bot to keep us, it might still need us. but if it's AI, don't you think that it would be smart enough to create its own physical body? Like, you know those videos of, like, robo-dogs straight out of Metal Gear that, like, can open doors and shit? Which are really cool videos, by the way, and you should watch them. You don't think an AI would be smart enough to just implant itself into one of those? So, boom. You're, checkmated. Also, I keep forgetting to fucking bonfire it. Or to kindle it. Strangely enough, I've never actually seen any Star Trek. But yeah. I'm totally the type of person that would have watched it. I watched that Black Mirror episode based off of Star Trek. Where he, like, creates little computerized versions of his real-life counterparts. It's fucking weird. I like that episode. But yeah, the 60s shows probably aren't as educated as... like, a lot of the shit I say is stuff that those writers didn't even have a concept of. Because computers were such a new thing. Alright, I'm gonna kindle up. Oh, there is a path. I didn't even see that. I should go into that. I have not read any Isaac Asimov. What's it about? Or what's their work about, rather? Computers in the 60s were literal houses. They were rooms. You know? So who could have even fathomed the idea of, like, a walking robot? As far as people were concerned back then, the most it could do was, like, you know, the internet in its bare-bones stages. That was, like, the height. I mean, I'm sure people theorized about it. I don't think it was... I think it's safe to say someone kind of threw around the idea of, hey, what if a robot was a human? Also, I've been invaded. Because I can't sit down again. OP, I'm OP sorry? Hey, are you OP? Do you want to just get it over with? What? Oh, we're fighting. Oh my god. Oh my god, you are OP. He didn't lie to me. Yeah, dung pile it up, buddy. God, he was not lying. That was fucking... I'm glad it's over with. Lost to humanity, though. I guess in hindsight, I should have used 2 and then not left the bonfire. Asimov wrote about the future of robots and the 5 laws of robotics. That sounds totally up my alley, to be honest, but I have not read it. If you're human in this area, you will be invaded. Oh. Well, if that's the case, I'm gonna kindle one more time. That way, I don't have to human up again. My biggest fear about sentient AI is not that they'll purposely kill us, but that we'll become obsolete and eventually die off. Well, that's sort of a rocky territory because we don't know the specifics. If they don't kill us, us being obsolete isn't so bad. All it really means is, if anything, it's, well, that's a whole nother discussion. But if anything, it's better if we're obsolete because that kind of means they can do all the work, you know? If they don't kill us, the problem is, what if they strip the Earth of resources? Because if you create AI, it's gonna conclude, hey, I should probably rock it up in this whole galaxy, you know? I'm gonna need to make some nanomachines to get to the next star system. Oh, whoops. You know how they're gonna do that? They're gonna strip the Earth of resources. That's how we'll become obsolete and die. Nanomachines, son. But becoming obsolete in itself isn't the problem. The problem is what the AI decides to do if we're obsolete. And the reason I cut myself off earlier is another discussed thing is AI and human becoming one thing. With cyber enhancements. You know, if you upgrade the brain to be like as smart as AI, well then are humans obsolete or are humans the AI now? AI-human relationships, that's kind of what I was thinking instead of that, it's more like we become the AI. I'm sure like there'll be some people who refuse to become AI and they're like, nah, I'll stick organic. You gotta come to me, dude. I ain't dealing with that shit, you know? Oh, I might die. Or even have a chance. Ooh! This dude's just gonna keep crossbowing me. Ouch. He landed it. Well done. Well done, crossbow man. I hope you're proud of yourself. Take a look at Detroit Become Human. Yeah, I've heard that's a game I'd be interested in. I meant like dating, how would that work? It's out in the open. No one knows. It's in the theater, like, here's the thing. Would AI even have a reason to pursue relationships? Because relationships only exist because we evolved from monkeys that needed mates to let their children grow up. Well, depending on your belief system. But the scientific perspective is that, you know, we have emotions. Which means AI would have no purpose in having that, like, biology. And if that's the case, there wouldn't be any cross-AI relationships. I think the idea of a human and AI dating is implausible, if only by that logic alone. But then you also have to remember, it's 2018 and it doesn't exist yet, so I don't know what I'm fucking talking about. I could be completely wrong. We could invent AI specifically so no one's lonely anymore, for all I fucking know. Could go anyway. I believe in fuck. Why don't I think about this when I'm about to die? What? Remember when you weren't depressing and made jokes? That's not even depressing, though. Like, I'm talking about all the downsides to AI, but there's a lot of cool shit, too. A lot of people don't like that robots are taking over jobs, but robots could also theoretically flourish our economy, make everything easier. They could find a way to, like, get rid of homelessness just by, I don't know, creating an economic system where everyone's well off. And with all of the manufacturing jobs taken up, everyone would be free to pursue creative outlets as jobs. Jobs wouldn't even exist, you know? Jobs exist to make money, but if you could create a society where it just works, you know, would it really matter as much, I guess? So there's upsides. It's not depressing. AI doesn't have to be depressing. It can be fun. Would you ever ride a bus controlled by AI? Depends what year. In the year 2025? No. I'd be pretty hesitant. Well, maybe not no, but I'd be very hesitant. But the year like 20... What's the latest year I'll be, like, alive? In the year like 2070 or 80, I think I'd be pretty open to it. Because this is like a real thing. This isn't even theoretical, like... I mean, not AI, but that's like self-driving cars. You know, that shit's already existing. The problem is how many cars on the road will be driven by humans. If every single car was driven by AI, I would not hesitate to take it. But if there's, you know, a 30% human rate or something, like, or even more, you know, it's gonna be, you're gonna be like, well, hold on. I'm not so sure about this. 25. Can AI act like animals? Why would it? It could simulate an animal completely. It could probably, like, recreate a... Maybe not a dodo bird, because we need to know. But it could probably recreate an existing animal and turn it into an AI, if you mean that. In theory. I don't know why it would. I think preservation of near endangered species, maybe. It could find a way to, like, create more pandas. That'd be useful, I guess. AI... Guys, AI will bring back pandas. Well, if pandas make it to AI. I think they will. If we can teach them to start fucking. They don't seem to like to. Pandas need to die. I mean, the whole butterfly thing, you know, one tiny thing affects the ecosystem. Maybe don't kill off the pandas. I don't know if the future will be anything like this, what people thought in the... Oh, it's not going to. The year 2050 is gonna be insurmountable to today. It's gonna be completely different. But again, you have to also consider people in 2090, or not, 1990, not 2000. People in 1990 also thought we were gonna have flying cars, and we don't. So you also kind of have to stay grounded. The difference, I think, now is, back then, that was based off of technological progress, like, that humans can come up with. And now we're basing it off of what AI can do. AI is the closest thing to aliens we'll probably ever see. So, you know, flying cars becomes a little more likely. I don't think flying cars specifically is what to look out for, but... You know... If anything's capable of it, it's that shit. Pandas are no longer critically endangered. Oh, fuck yeah! Save the Pandas initiative worked out. Well, then some other endangered species. I don't know. Those tortoises. Those tortoises on the island. I don't know their name. Won't someone think of the tortoise eye? I don't know how to dodge that. The roll doesn't do it. And the jump roll just makes me take more damage. 2060 is gonna be more of the same shit. I don't know. Optimistic outlook, it's gonna be everything we have today but better. Like, a bunch of self-driving cars. You won't need a phone anymore because it'll just be like your palm. Your palm will be your phone. Or even better, your eyeballs. Worst case scenario, we're all dead. Best case scenario, Chick-fil-A doesn't have such long lines anymore. Oh, they're not critically endangered, but they're endangered. Alright, pandas. We're making progress. I can tell you one thing, by the year 2060, I still won't have 500,000 subscribers on YouTube. That is one certainty. At the rate I'm uploading. Aliens probably exist, but I doubt any of them will see us because they might just kill all of us. See, I'm kind of the opinion, I think we're kind of in the backwards of the universe. You know how, like, when you're driving, like, a couple hours to another state, and there's that area in between states where no one lives, but you drive by that one car and you're like, why the fuck? I think that's kind of our situation. I mean... I think that's a potential, I guess. You know, there could be a part of the universe where there's just like every fucking planet has a living being on it, and we just happen to be billions of years from that shit. And we're so far away, like, all those people just don't see us. I say people, but whatever they are. If aliens exist, are they more advanced? Man, that's a whole nother can of worms. That's called the Fermi paradox, I believe. And if you're interested in like alien shit, I totally recommend like looking up Fermi Paradox videos. Kurt Sagat has a good one. But that's a whole discussion of like, shouldn't the universe be kind of filled up by now? It wouldn't, like, all it takes is a couple million years. So, you know, in theory, yeah, they would be more intelligent than us. They've had plenty of time to prosper. That raises the question, did they die out before they had a chance to expand? Are they so far away we just can't see them? Are they like on the 4th dimension? Are there aliens on the Earth right now and we can't see them because their existence is based on UV light? It's fucking whack, dude. So, and you're not gonna get the answers from a TF2 streamer. You're not gonna get the answers from me. Basically, it's like with AI and AI, all that shit's out in the open. It could be either. It could be there are no aliens and we're the only thing alive. It could be that there's billions of aliens, but they happen to die right when we were alive. It could be that they all exist now, but they're not as intelligent as us. It could be that they're way more intelligent than us, but they're so far away that we would never even know they existed. There's dozens, there's billions of like theoretical solutions to it. Man, I miss when Funk just streamed TF2 and didn't talk about this shit. I'm lagging. Could it be alien? It could be. The aliens could be existing on radio frequencies. Their sentience could be... They could hear me talking about it and they're trying to break up the signal. Because I'm answering the questions. You can't censor me, aliens. I know all your shit. You heard of the cold spot in the galaxy? I have not. Is that similar to what I was saying about where we're just so far away that we're kind of cut off from everyone else? If not, I want to hear about this. What do you think of AI communism? What, the idea that AI wants communism? Or the idea that AI... Because, like, communism has a very specific definition, and that's, like, everything is equal. So, do you mean, like, aliens, or AI, rather, want to equalize the universe? If that's the case, I mean, there's a lot of theoreticals in it. Frankly, I'm trying to wrap my head around it right now. I think an AI that tries to make humans, like, on an equal playing field is, in theory, fine. But the issue is, you know, when humans tried communism, we kind of figured out, hey, that guy's working harder than me. Or that guy's working, he's not working as hard as me, but he's making as much money as me. That's kind of, and then we realized, oh wait, communism doesn't work. But if you made all the jobs equal too, or better yet, no one had jobs and we just fucked around and jerked off all day, then I guess communism would work. The issue is, communism doesn't work given our current understanding of, like, humans. Not our current socio-economic climate, I guess. Where there's different amount of work that has to be done by different people. The only way AI communism would work is if it found a way to make everything equal, not just pay. My left hand just went... It fell asleep. I think that the aliens are tapping into my bloodstream. Cold spot is a huge area of the galaxy that has nothing on it, just a dark spot. People suspect it's a galactic empire that's using Dyson spheres. Oh. That's an interesting. But don't you feel like a galactic empire large enough to use Dyson spheres to mask their existence would also be intelligent enough to realize that people would go, hey, there's nothing there. Like, when you say nothing, do you mean there's not even atoms? There's, like pre-Big Bang, just fucking nothing? Or do you just mean, like the Milky Way minus Earth, in terms of nothing? It's super void, no light. Okay, yeah, that's... I would figure a civilization intelligent enough to mask themselves would also be intelligent enough to, like, camouflage themselves. And sort of, like, you know, make it appear that there were stars and shit. I'm not saying that disproves it, I'm just food for thought, I guess. That's an interesting hypothesis, though. The idea that there's such an advanced civilization that they just sort of hide themselves. I don't think it's out of the realm of plausibility. Dyson spheres is definitely like a scientific concept grounded in reality. Another thing I think, if you're interested, you should look into. I don't know very much on it, but I know Dyson spheres are like... almost... To like, simplify it, it's almost like covering your entire... like, covering an entire planet or whatever in, like, mirrors. Well, or is Dyson sphere the thing where you, like, harness a sun's energy by covering it up and then using that? Either way, it's like covering up a surface, basically. And my point was, any civilization smart enough to do that shit would be smart enough to make it appear that, like, stars exist. The universe is huge, so signals and such will be incredibly sparse. Yeah, but you have to think about it like this. If you could create nanomachines that auto-replicate themselves, you could, in a couple 100 million years, have them take over, like, the entire Milky Way minimum. Probably, like, more. Like, they could take over an entire galaxy just by having replicating nanomachines go planet to planet, turning the existing materials at like the atomic level into, like, you know, rocket fuel and shit. Because nanomachines can literally it's like you can... I don't know how to word this. You can edit things at the atomic level, which basically means you can make anything out of anything. Equivalent exchange, in a way. Also, I've been on this area for so fucking long. So if you were, like, all it takes is one civilization to create nanomachine technology, some sort of AI, to take over, like, everything. Everything that's even remotely approachable. But yeah, you also have to consider the universe is so fucking unbelievably large that maybe they just didn't reach us. Why are you in this area? It's DLC. I want to beat it. So, again, who knows? Why didn't you heal? Easy, because I forgot to. No, I haven't progressed in a while, but I've been enjoying this conversation, so I'm not bothered. Dance, monkey dance. Comedy is based in tragedy. So if I can make you think so hard that you become depressed, in a way, that's sort of like an advanced comedy. It takes a comedian to make you laugh, but it takes a genius to make you cry. Or a jerk. One of the two. Like I said, that's kind of the shit that always racks my brain whenever I'm not working on something. So, as you can see, it's easily a topic I can run my mouth on forever about. Here's a question. Where's the pizza you promised? I'd message you on Discord, but I don't have pizza you promised. You will be repaid in some way. The 67 of you I owe. AI communism is a shit theory that only communism can save jobs when AI takes everything. I can see where it's based. I don't know if it's that simple, though. Like, that was kind of what I was harking earlier, where it's like, if all the jobs are taken, then humans are kind of gonna need something to do. And in that vein, AI could theoretically make communism work. But again, it's... You can't just say it works, you know, we don't... It's not that simple. Because there's also shit like, what about healthcare and insurance and getting in, like, emergency rooms? It's, how does communism play into that? Fuck, I was trying to rush it that time. Is everyone still equal in that scenario? Can you theoretically buy a premium humanity package where you get quicker help? If AI takes over and I order a pizza, can I pay them $10 so I get mine first? These are the questions. I don't want some douchebag getting his pizza before me when I paid earlier. Even if there aren't civilizations, any planet with high levels of oxygen in its atmosphere would be indicative of a life sufficiently advanced to perform photosynthesis. What, just by the existence of oxygen? Not necessarily. Oh, okay, I get what you mean now. So you're saying if we see an amount of oxygen relative to, like... Enough oxygen would imply, like, trees exist to create said photosynthesis. Yeah, I could see what you mean with that. But, I mean, do we have any evidence of such planets existing? If so, that's kind of just a theoretical statement. You heard of the big split theory. The universe is constantly expanding, and at some point the universe would stretch so much the universe will split in two and create two separate universes. And the splitting of the universe is a Big Bang. What is the split based off of, though? Is there a hard point that we know the universe can be size-wise? Otherwise, why would we... What would make us think, or not think, but... What would be the grounding in the idea that, like, it gets so wide it breaks in two? I'm dropping frames. Hold up. You won't get me today, aliens. The message has to be shared. Also, I'm gonna drop the bitrate a bit. Let's see if that helps. Anyways, I guess it's, like, theoretically possible. It would explain the concept of, oh, the universe is so unbelievably large that, like, the same thing can happen multiple times, in a way, infinitely. It would explain away that, but it still wouldn't, based on our current understanding of the universe, it doesn't really, like, it's not the answer. Definitively, I guess. There's no evidence to support it. Oxygen doesn't stay in a planet's atmosphere for long at all, so extremely high levels would mean that it's more likely life exists. It's interesting to hear that, because I'd never really heard that articulated. But I think until we see a planet with high outputs of oxygen, or at least an area with it, that's really just sort of food for thought. It's sort of a, hey, be on the lookout. Like a wanted poster for oxygen. You guys see any oxygen in the universe? Let me know. There's a $5 reward. And an ice cream coupon with already 9 bullet punches in it. One more, you get a free cone. I'm not sure if humanity will evolve past 3000 unless humanity expands past our solar system. What do you mean? Like, we won't get past the year 3000? Because we've... Or do you mean... I'm not sure you mean, because we've been around for more than 3000. According to the Big Bang Theory, at least. The Zynga. Unless you mean, like, we'll nuke ourselves by then. Either way, yeah, like, there's kind of a hard... I don't think that the answer to humanity is sticking around on the Earth for our entire lifetime. I really hope my ancestor... Or not my ancestor, my offspring? There's a word for it. My children's children. I really hope they explore the galaxy. I don't know the exact quote, but there's a really cool quote where it's kind of... If the fact that we exist at all means that it's kind of our responsibility to sort of inhabit the whole universe. Like, the fact that we're alive and thinking right now means it's sort of our obligation to get off of the Earth and colonize the galaxy was the term I was thinking of. Even if they're not my children's children, someone's children should do it. Manifest. Descendants was the word I was thinking of. Too late to explore the Earth, too early to explore the cosmos. I mean, that's not the thing I was thinking of, but that does apply. Still, I mean, I don't know. We might not be too late. This place is really kicking my ass. I'm sorry you have to see me die here 100 times, but it's just like... Wow. Healing doesn't make a difference, because that shit one-shots me. Anyways, what was I saying? Were we to theoretically create AI, we might not ever colonize the galaxy, our generation, but we could, in theory, see the first rocket ships leave Earth with intent to colonize, and I feel like that's almost enough. Like, if I could live to see humans, like, create AI and go, hey, we can make it to that fucking planet over there with water on it. Fuck it, let's send a ship. That would be, like, that would be bigger than any, like, thing we've ever done as humans, and I want to see that shit. Plus, even, like, if we were ever to theoretically make a ship that could, match the speed of light and get to that planet, and somehow, in some way, like, transfer back, I guess, like, images? Because, like, you can send AI on that ship, so it would still be sentient. If you could find a way to, like, send images or something, we could maybe see a bit of it. Think about this, like, you send a 360 camera into space and pop on your VR goggles. It's almost like you're there. If the resolution's good enough. If it's not a fucking Vive. As long as the Vive ain't our pinnacle of VR. In a way, it could be pretty cool. I want to relive songs from the black hole. Colonizing would only be feasible with faster than light. Well, I mean, it doesn't have... If you could match speed of light, you could definitely do it. Even near speed of light, you could do it. Well, actually, no, that's fair, because you have to pass the speed of light to get past, like... the expansion of the universe, right? It's faster than the speed of light. But... even if you set your bar a tiny bit lower, you don't have to get the entire fucking universe. If you could just get a little below it, you could... enough to, like, light up enough to light up the Milky Way. Like, the bare minimum. If you could light up the Milky Way with colonization, I feel like that would be a good starting point. By the time Andromeda... Is it Andromeda the one that's gonna, like, merge with the Milky Way? Millions of years from now or whatever? Just do your best. Do your best, humans. Yeah, Andromeda. If you could, fully colonize the Milky Way and Andromeda... or colonize the Milky Way by the time Andromeda gets together, then colonize that. The thing is, like, ultimately, the idea of colonizing... if the Big Bang Theory is to be believed, it's almost sort of fruitless of an effort, because it's all gonna kind of go kaput eventually. But fuck it. I'm alive enough to think right now. I should be alive enough to see what's going on a couple million years away. It's like we're not doing anything else, right? May as well see what they're hiding over there. If humans survive, imagine how sad the very last human ship floating around the sun will feel. Oh yeah, I can't even fucking fathom the pain of being the last humans. I'm sure, like, whatever, it'll be unfeasible, like, whatever the last humans are living in, well, assuming we get past, like, Earth and we get to the stars, I feel bad for them. Of course, they may not never know that they were the last. They might assume that there was some other, like, on a planet, only to realize that planet had perished before them. That would be fucking depressing. And I'm sure that's in a movie that exists too. But that'd be rough. Carly, will you have sex with me now? Not if you were the last human. Say it. I'm not gonna say it. No, finish your sentence. Alright. That'd take countless eons to colonize a fraction of our galaxy, but FTL tech, we could do it in a practical time frame. Well, I mean, define practical. Like, I don't expect in any of our lifetimes any space colonization efforts to be completed. Maybe I mean, I guess yeah. Like we could get Mars and shit, but like not outside of our solar system, I suppose. I think, like, if everything works out, we can definitely colonize, like, some of the planets within our system. I just don't know about galactic level shit, you know? I'm gonna over-rest this here, just to be safe. Colonization is going to be like what happened in African colonies. They'll go along with their founding country for a few hundred years, then either rebel or gain peaceful independence. But you're basing that off of the idea that intelligent life already exists on those places, which just opens up a whole nother can of fucking worms. I'm kind of just basing our assumption on, like, also on... Am I going to die of poison? Or is that curse? Or that's toxic. I'm under the assumption kind of everything that we're gonna reach probably won't be colonized already, and if that's the... Even if it is, it probably won't be, like, sentient. It'll be, like, you know, bacterial. Or, like, fossils or whatever. Oh, okay, I see what you mean. Once we colonize those planets, they'll eventually rebel. Oh, yeah, I agree with it. Well, here's the thing. I think once humanity becomes a starfaring species, I don't think there's gonna be any obligation to, like, oh, like, we gotta, whatever Earth says goes. I don't think it's gonna be like that. I think any colony that exists on a planet is gonna be its own independent human colony. Kind of makes its own rules. I don't think there's maybe the first few hundred years, like, they're gonna, like, take shots from Earth because they're still building the colonies. But once they're built, they're gonna do their own thing. What are you gonna do, Earth? Come over here and fight me, bitch. Do it. Send your armies. We'll blast those fuckers down. Do it, you won't, pussy. MGE me. Sincerely, Mars Colony. So, like, yeah, you're not gonna... There's not gonna be control. I mean, I don't think... Control is our problem. I think our problem is making sure it's a lot like we can actually do it. That's a mimic. I love that I can swing just enough to kill them. Also, by the way, for the people who came here for video games and not existential discussions, I'm actually doing well on this one. I might actually hit a bonfire for once. So... Maybe that'll satiate the gamers in the crowd. What if the colonies are funded by companies? If the companies are stationed on those planets, then they'll still stake sort of a power. But I was thinking more like independence from Earth as a colony. Because right now, everything we know is just Earth, right? We don't have even a concept of what it'd be like to have a colony on Mars or whatever. So when we first get there, Earth kind of calls the shots. But yeah, the companies that fund the projects will still sort of hold things. But you also have to think, this is a matter of what's the word? Of like lifetimes. This is hundreds of years. The first 100, yeah, companies will have control. But after 200 years, that company could have turned into like, you know, Mars Federation. They could have turned their company into like, they're no longer funding it. They're now, their entire role is to, they're like the government now, in a way. They turn from a company to a government. In theory, it could happen. Colonies would invade and absorb other colonies? That's only in theory. Also, how do I get up there? We don't know. I mean, I guess if we're smart enough to colonize planets, we'd also probably be smart enough to not fight war. Because here's the thing. If we get to the point that there's no way we're gonna colonize the Earth and still have wars. If wars exist by then, we're gonna be wiped out. Humanity will not exist long enough to colonize if wars continue. And I think that's sort of a blanket statement. I'm sure there will still be, like, disagreements and sort of back and forth or whatever, but I think, like, actual physical war for taking over colonies, even if it exists, it's not going to be the same as it is on Earth. That's just going to be like, you know, colonies send nanomachines to, like, reprogram the brains of everything, of every living thing. So it won't even be a war, it'll just be sort of like a, I don't know, a taking over. You underestimate human nature? As a human, I think I can speak on behalf of them and say, I know that as long as humans fight, conflict will. Which is why I think it's more likely we'll become AI than it is AI will be a separate thing. I think we'll overclock our brains, to put it simply. And if we overclock our brains to the point that we can sort of communicate with each other across the galaxy on the fly, maybe wars wouldn't be as necessary. Or at least more preventable. They'll be rarer. I certainly hope they are, at least. What if in the future wars are fought by pro gamers in the virtual realm? You say that as a joke, but I think it's perfectly plausible Earth wars will be fought in, like, VR. I mean, maybe not plausible. Oh wait, is this a shortcut? Fuck yeah, I made the shortcut. I think that, yeah. I think gamers will be fighting wars for, like, stocks of companies or some shit. Maybe not for, like, continents or whatever, but it'll almost be like esports in VR. All the worst wars became after long periods of peace. You know, that's true. Boy, it ain't fucking looking good for us right now then, is it? You also have to understand, like, just because something happened, like, multiple times doesn't mean it's destined to happen again. Just because the worst wars happened after long periods doesn't mean we're doomed to see a World War III. And even if it were to happen, it may not be the same thing as World War I and II. World War I and II were brutal. They were thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of literal human lives being lost, and that's horrible. But in the future, there could be world wars that aren't necessarily on the same scope of human deaths. So much as it is sort of like holding, I don't know, holding places hostage or whatever. And it'd be like big tensions. I think when everyone hears World War III, they automatically assume nukes. And if that's the case, then yeah, it's gonna be on the same level. But I think you could also foresee a World War III where it's like pro gamers fighting it out in VR. That's a fucking goofy way to describe it, but you know what I mean. In a world where VR is almost sort of a second Earth, there could be wars in that VR world, whatever it may be called. And I only label that as a World War III under the assumption that shit is as important as, like, the Earth. Not if it's just like a fucking video game. If it's Ready Player One, maybe not. Koreans are gonna rule the world. They're gonna create a new world order. Oh, fuck. I hope in my lifetime VR will be good enough that those video games and video game high school YouTube show become reality. I think they will. As you can tell, this is sort of the stream where I kind of go full nerd with it. But I think in our lifetime, we'll see, like, realistic VR. Because here's the thing. I think in our lifetime we'll see AI. And if we see AI, pretty much any of the theoretically possible... Keep in mind, theoretically possible. It has to be plausible given our current understanding of, like, laws of the universe. But, like, the idea of creating VR so realistic, it seems real, absolutely plausible in our lifetime. Now, keep in mind, will it be accessible to the average person in our lifetime? Maybe not. Maybe it will, but I think the technology will be there. It may very well come to exist, but none of us will ever get to experience it. But I still think VR will hit a point where it's like, wow, you could have, you could have fooled me. You might have to drop a couple $1,000s for it. But I think, like, it'll get to the point where, like, maybe if you save up for retirement well enough, you may be able to experience it. If not, there'd be, like, public facilities where you can still experience that. What's that? What's that Rick and Morty game? Where you get to play as the guy and live out his life? You know, shit like that. Maybe. Maybe not living out a whole life, but maybe realistic VR. Roy. Maybe Roy will come to exist. I do agree with the sentiment that humans will always find shit to fight over. Tomorrow will be 100 years since the last person named Romanov got killed. Damn. That's rough. I think the discussion isn't whether we can create world peace or even galactic peace, but it's can we avoid, like, mass extinction events. I think that's the end goal. If we can hit a point that we can avoid mass extinction of humans, that might just be good enough, as opposed to never fighting. And, you know, it's not the most, like, happy ending, but it's not the most happy ending to know that the descendants of my descendants will still there will still probably exist, like, murder and shit. But if I can die knowing, like, hey, they'll be around to, like, have those they're not wars, but to experience those things. Maybe that's good enough. To know that they won't be, like, wiped out. Lying in ambush. No way all of humanity can prevent their extinction unless it involves not nuking. Well, that's exactly what colonizing other planets is for. If you get to other planets and then you instate policies that makes it so you don't make nukes, then at least human-wise, you don't have to... Oh, I thought... Is that a I thought that was a NPC. If you can colonize... This is a theoretical. Colonize Mars and instate policies that say, hey, no fucking nukes, and you can somehow, by some miracle, instate that policy, then in a way, yeah, you can prevent a mass extinction. You can't prevent a mass extinction on Earth, but you can preserve humanity. At least a little longer than that extinction would have stopped it. But you also have to consider that if the colony on Mars lasts long enough, that someone is bound to learn. Someone is bound to make nukes. So that's only an inevitable, I suppose. Who knows? Who fucking knows? Gotcha, bitch. The problem with that is that people who can colonize will already have nukes. I mean, they're gonna be vetted. Like, if SpaceX is in theory the first people to make it to Mars, then I guess, yeah, SpaceX might have connections with nukes, but SpaceX can regulate what gets transferred there. And you can replace SpaceX with whoever gets there, but SpaceX seems like the most likely right now. So it's all about regulations, really. Nukes are by far the largest reason we have peace. Yeah, but that's not a... It's not a final solution. It's not like... Well, because we have nukes, we need nukes on Mars to achieve peace. You also have to understand that in 1945, we didn't have the internet. We didn't have immediate access to discuss. Diplomacy was way more difficult. Nukes are a byproduct of a time where it was necessary to have nuclear warheads. You needed to know, well, if you're gonna nuke me, I need to be able to nuke you. I have nukes, so you won't nuke me. But now we can... Diplomacy is way more viable. I'm not even saying that, like... Diplomacy's all you need. Mars will be fine without any sort of, like, big stick to wave at your enemy. But I don't think it's fair to say, like... Nukes are a necessity for mankind's longevity, I guess. I did not know that Hollow Knight had... Is that DLC or like a sequel? Either way, I guess that's more reason to beat it, huh? Or is becoming a thing of the past slowly, economies are too intertwined. That's a good way to put it. And again, I think there will always be a form of war, if only conflict. But I think if we can get past the point of pointing nukes at each other, which we kind of almost are at this point, then, you know, we can. I don't know. I don't know if we're ever going to be able to get rid of nukes from the Earth. Because the only way you could do that is by, like, sending them into space or some shit. And even then, you know, America will be like, fucking, Russia's hiding nukes, and Russia's like, no, I'm not. Yeah, you are. Well, you're hiding nukes too in the desert. No, I'm not. You can never get everyone to agree to it. Because no one... Either someone's gonna fucking hide nukes and ruin it for everybody, or just no one will agree to it. Because they know that they'll fucking do that. Get Superman to do it. Diplomacy works on kindergarten rules? Dude, have you fucking... taken a history class, I'm not being mean, I'm just being like facetious. If you look at humanity as a whole, it's kind of like a self-preservation thing, which isn't kindergarten-y, but it's like ultimately everyone's a little selfish. Humanity is gonna self-preserve their culture, their country, etc. So diplomacy has a hard limit on Earth with nukes around, I guess. Nukes came because everyone was like, sort of like, fuck you, I'm the best. No, I'm the best. I mean, that's an oversimplification. It was more about territories and having control of supplies and exports and imports and blah, blah, blah. But I don't, it's a whole fucking new world now. Oh, God. You're living in the most peaceful era humans have ever lived in, so all the shit we knew, it's just so much different now. So all we know is, like, how humans were. We don't know what we're gonna be like. Also, do I need transient curses for the... Do they even fight? I'm assuming not. Okay. Can SpaceX makes toasters to go to alien planets? Have we reached that technology? I mean, technically they have. As long if they can create a toaster that doesn't get worn down by space, I don't know, space debris, you could theoretically chuck a toaster into space and it would eventually make it to a planet. The issue is you need to make it out of materials that won't disintegrate. Also, more progress. Cool. Last time we had an era this peaceful was during the 5 good emperors era in Roman Empire. I don't know much about that, but would that really... Is it on the same level of peace? Is there anything to take out of that? I'm not being rude, I'm asking, like, literally. You seem to think war is inherently an evil thing. I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying it's a result of... I'm not sure how to word it, but I'm not saying war is an evil thing. When I say nukes came to make everyone kind of stop, I mean that in a good way. Like, I would rather, you know, like a couple countries have nukes and sort of agree to not use them than one country to have nukes and sort of rule everyone else. I'm saying when we colonize Mars, war, we don't know how it's gonna play into that. Will war exist on Mars? Is there a way to prevent it? All we have is in theory. So they damage me if I walk through them, but they don't really fight. Noted. But yeah, no, war, for where humanity is today, war, if it weren't, I mean, I say if it weren't for war, it'd be conquest. War means someone fought back and, like, put up a fight. Without war, you would just have, I don't know the word of it, but you would have one person controlling fucking everything. And that's not exactly great either. It's called a dictatorship. And we know that shit ain't too great either. You meant to say we should actively work for an ultimate peace. Oh, no, no. Like I said before, I don't think we'll ever hit world peace or galactic peace. I just think I think best case scenario, we can avoid mass extermination. I don't think war is avoidable. I don't think we'll ever get to a point where is like a thing of the past. I don't think there will ever be a generation that's like, war was an archaic system of diplomacy used by our great-great ancestors. I think it'll still have an applicable definition, even, you know, hundreds of years, thousands of years from now. Opinion on Death Stranding? Yeah, what the fuck is happening in it? It looks like a delivery simulator. It seems like a game where you just sort of deliver shit across tundras or whatever. No, I'm not a pacifist by any means. Obviously, I would take peace over conflict in any situation. But I'm well grounded in the fact that war is not something you can get rid of. It's not... You can't just... There's no such thing. Not as long as humans in our current state exist. How long have I been streaming? I'm a little lost right now. And I've been streaming for... how long? 3 hours? I'm gonna go level up, maybe do a couple more runs through there, see if I can find a... Oh, there's a place down there I can go to. I'll check that out. Probably go for another 30 minutes or so. I wouldn't take peace over war in every situation. I would take whatever resolution concludes with the least deaths. Is that fair? I think as we move into the future, you can... How do I word this? I think war, as we know it, as humans, where there's mass, like, deaths on a battlefield, is avoidable. War will exist, just like... It doesn't have to be war of literal murder. Although there will always be some. I don't think there's any situation in a conflict that's like large conflicts, like countryside conflicts, where someone isn't gonna die. And obviously, like, some wars kind of almost had to happen where it's like, you can't just peacefully resolve, like, if you have one country invading, and they're like, fuck you, dude, that's ours, and they're like, do something. You can't really peacefully conclude that unless the larger one backs off, and even then, you know, the point is, war kind of, it's almost inevitable in some situations. You have a Minecraft server that doesn't require mods. The only one I have is the modded one. But it's not always going to be modded. I may, not anytime soon, but months maybe. I'll probably do a vanilla one. UN no fun zone. Yeah, and then have everyone actually agree to the UN, since some countries aren't in it. And even then, I guess some would still probably, like, kind of undermine it. UN's not a solution, I guess. The final solution, I should say. Maybe I shouldn't use the word final solution when discussing, wars. My bad. If Twitch plays Pokemon has taught me anything, it's that anarchy always works. Get a point where wars fought with robots and human cost is eliminated, would war increase or decrease? I don't think we'll ever hit a point where... I don't think we'll... I mean... I guess, yeah. I feel like progression in AI is all... Like, military use is one of the most prolific reasons it's been developed, which raises questions. If wars are primarily fought by robots, would it still be considered war if it's only like robots? That's a whole nother fucking theoretical. Also, I didn't level up. I'm a dumbass. That's just... I can't even wrap my brain around that shit. Because at that point, aren't you almost just sort of deciding wars? I don't think we'll ever get... I don't think you'll ever have wars that are only robot deaths, or even majority. Because humans know, like, well... Fucking, it's not the robots I want to kill, it's like, I want control of the land. And if there are humans on that land, then they gotta go. But then that raises the question, are the robots sentient like humans? In which case, are they considered of equal value to a human life? But if they're equal value to a human life, then how is that any different from when we fought wars with humans? Well, if they don't have, what's the word? Pain receptors, then technically it's different, but they still have emotions, right? But if they don't have emotions, then they don't have emotions, they don't have feelings, are they even sentient? And that just rolls back to the first thing, where is it even a war then? So, who fucking knows, dude? And I don't even think that would even make sense. It wouldn't even be like robots on a battlefield with guns. It would be like online wars. It would be wars for like nuke codes and shit. It'd be wars for what AI is like controlling the nuke codes. Drones? Drones already exist though, so that's not really applicable to this. This is more like AI than it is robots. Robots already exist in war. There are TED Talks on this too. They're literally like robots that control like cannons and tanks. Also, I'm gonna go actually level up, because I got some extra souls too. Yeah, this is the more you discuss this, the more you kind of realize you're just discussing Metal Gear. And isn't that game? I haven't played enough Metal Gear, but I'm sure that can answer kind of the morality of the situation, or at least discuss it more than I could. It's been a great stream. 2 hours of fucking robots, aliens, and AI and war. What a discussion. How does a medieval game like Dark Souls even bring up an advanced topic? Man, I don't even remember how this started. I think just someone asked me offhandedly about, like, AI, and I went on a fucking tangent, and now here we are. Woohoo! I thought I almost died. Wait, where am I? I think I went too far. I'm not where I'm supposed to be. I've gotten myself lost. Would you or have you streamed MGS5? I played a bit of it. I never finished it. I don't remember. Maybe like an hour's worth of MGS I played. Okay, I think I know where I am. I guess maybe. I feel like if I were to ever play it, I'd probably want to play from the start. MGS won it. Haven't played Soma. Have played Amnesia. The Awakening or whatever. Yeah, that makes sense. That was a very believable jump right there. So this should lead... What are they doing? Oh yeah. See, I told you. I said don't fucking get me started on it. Amnesia, I enjoyed, but I never really played through all of them. Also, I need to go, like, take care of my animals and eat, so I'm probably gonna hit a bonfire and end stream. Because this DLC is definitely gonna be a multi-parter. Maybe not multi-parter on the AI discussion, though. Shelf that for now. And honestly, I probably said everything I needed to. Also, fuck! I don't know where I was! I don't know where my souls are! Where were my souls? I'm gonna have to go rewatch the stream VOD and find my way back to that shit. Ah, fuck it. I'm just gonna end it there then. I was making my way back here anyways, so it'd end at my destination. It's the quickest way home, right? So yeah. Ending there. I will most likely be streaming tomorrow night, Tuesday, probably around same time, 6 Fortnite now. Nah. I did say I might play Fortnite today, but as you can see, I didn't. Either way, yeah. And then I'll probably say it a couple times at the end of the streams, just so people know, but I'm out of town Saturday to, I think, Tuesday? Yeah, Saturday to Tuesday, so no streams Saturday onwards. Maybe like an early morning Saturday? I don't know. Either way, I'm streaming all the days before that. So, do what you want with that info. First time watching one of your streams? Oh. I promise I usually don't existentially discuss the universe quite as much as today. I do sometimes, but not as extensively, maybe. I'll talk about AI sometime. I will find a fucking reason to discuss AI. Don't even try to stop that. But yeah. That's the end of this one. So. Don't abrupt